Welcome to our today's mathematics class, and today I want to show you on how to do about algebraic expressions. We have algebraic expressions. This is mostly a form 2 or level 2 algebra, which is more advanced compared to form 1 and primary school algebra. And I will just start with the first equation that I want to show you how to solve it. That is the first equation. If you are told simplify a squared minus b squared, a squared minus b squared, then you are given 2 marks. If you are told to simplify this one, now something should come onto your mind that this is a difference of 2 squares, a difference of 2 squares, and the solution of this one is supposed to be, now a squared minus b squared is supposed to be a minus b times a plus b, a difference of 2 squares. This one is equivalent to this, and when you multiply this one and this, you get this one as the answer, and this is the solution. A squared minus b squared, it is equivalent to this. You can also try to confirm whether the product of this will give you this, and actually it will give you this one. That is, if you have a times, you take this element, you multiply this one, this bracket, a plus b, then minus b, this element times this bracket, a plus b. Then we remove the brackets by multiplication. A times a, you get a squared. A times b, this one will give us plus ab, minus b times a, minus ab, minus b times plus b, this one will give us minus b squared. Then this one, like terms, plus ab minus ab, this one will give you a 0, and your answer is a squared minus b squared. In simple terms, a squared minus b squared is equivalent to a minus b, a plus b. This is what we call a difference of 2 squares. All the learners, you have to put this one in your mind from this point up to here. But you must put more emphasis on this point. A squared minus b squared is a difference of 2 squares. Example number 2. I hope we have understood this. Number 2. Still, I want to give you a difference of 2 squares. A difference of 2 squares. Number 2. Simplify. This is number 2. Simplify. Let's say this is k squared minus 9. K squared minus 9. Simplify. Solution. When you see an expression like this, there's something that should come in your mind. That this one is a difference of 2 squares, because you can express this 9 like this, 9 3 squared. And this one will give you k squared minus 3 squared, which is equivalent to k minus 3 times k plus 3. A difference of 2 squares. And this is the solution. A difference of 2 squares. Number 3. Simplify. If you are told simplify 4x squared minus 64. Simplify. Now still, the concept of a difference of two squares is being tested here. It is being tested here. Because this 64, you can be able to find its perfect square root, and this 4, x squared. This one, write this one like this. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of x squared is x. Then you put them under the same power. The same power. Minus the square root of 64 is 8. 8 squared. Still, this is a difference of two squares, which will give you, if it is a difference of two squares, the solution will be 2x minus 8 times 2x plus 8. 2x minus 8 into bracket or times 2x plus 8. This one is very simple, and I can see majority of us they are getting. We continue, and the mathematics is very simple. Very simple. We continue with example 4. Example 4. Simplify. This is actually 4. Simplify. Now I want to give you a more advanced example. If you are given 4x squared minus 9 over 2x squared, and this is plus 5x, this is plus 3. Now, solution of this one, before you do this one, there is something that should come in your mind when you see a question like this. And this one comes in paper 1. Paper 1 with 3 or 4 marks. You should note that something should come into your mind, that one part of the numerator should be able to cancel with one part of the denominator. Solution, we start with the numerator. From the numerator, you can see that this one is a difference of two squares. We have 2x, if you simplify this part, squared minus 3 squared. And the answer is 2x minus 3, 2x plus 3. This is the solution for the numerator. Then you go to the denominator. The denominator, this is where we have product. You find the product and the sum. Product is always given by A times C. In this case, 2 is A, 5 is B, C is 3. That means our product is 2 times 3, which is 6. Sum is 5. Then from there, look for two numbers such that when you multiply the two numbers, they will give you 6. And when you add the two numbers, you get 5. How do we get the numbers? Now, mostly we consider the product. Consider the product. How do we get 6? 6, you can get it by multiplying 1 by 6. Still 6 equals to 2 by 3. These are only numbers that you can be able to manipulate to give us this one. We can only manipulate them to give us 6, and the sum should be 5. Now, product is 6, the sum is 5. That means the numbers that we can have, we have what do we have here? Product is 6, sum is 5. This is Student, which numbers do we have here? For product is 6, sum is 5. If we take 2 and 3, 2 and 3, don't manipulate them. If you take 2 plus 3, this one will give us 5, and 2 times 3, it will give us 6. Then substitute these values where we have this part, and this one will give us 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. And then get a pair, then factor out a pair. What is common in the first part? 2x is common. Factor out 2x, you will be left with x plus 2x divided by 2x, 1, plus what is common? 3x, 3. What is common here? 3 is common. Factor out 3, you will be left with x plus 1. This bracket mostly is similar to this. Then correct what is outside the bracket. Combine it. 2x plus 3 times, take one of the bracket, x plus 1. And that is the solution. And this is the solution for the denominator. After getting the solution for the denominator, come here, say numerator divided by denominator. Our answer for the numerator is this one, 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 3. The answer for the denominator is 2x plus 3 times x plus 1. Now, this is multiplication. That means this is similar to this. Similar. Now, this one will cancel. And you will be left with 2x minus 3 over x plus 1. And that is the solution. Now, avoid making a mistake whereby you simplify this x and this. You can't cancel numerator and the denominator when the symbols of operations here are negative and or positive. Leave your answer like this. This is the answer. That is the answer. Then the last example for today. Allow me to grab this. Is this one, simplify. You are given 3x squared minus 5x minus 2 over this is 9x squared minus 1. We find the solution. We start with the numerator. We find the product and the sum. From the numerator, a equals to 3, b equals to minus 5, c equals to minus 2. From the numerator. Product is given by a times c, which is minus 6. Our sum is minus 5. Get two numbers. When you multiply the two numbers, you get negative 6. When you add the two numbers, you get negative 5. Now here assume, take the absolute value of negative 6, which is 6 is given by 1 times 6. 6 still is given by 2 by 3. Manipulate these numbers, manipulate them to satisfy this condition. Manipulate them to satisfy this condition. If we have our numbers will be, we take negative 6 and 1. If you take negative 6 plus 1, you get negative 5. Negative 6 times 1, you get negative 6. Substitute this one where we have negative 5. Substitute this one where we have this. And this one will give us 3x squared minus 6x plus 1x, that is x, minus 2. Get a pair. Factor out what is common here, 3. Even x is common. We are left with the x minus 6x divided by 3x. This is 2. Plus what is common here is 1. X minus 2. X minus 2. Now correct what numbers outside the bracket. 3x plus 1 and x minus 2. Now these brackets, they are common. Take 1. Take 1. Then from there you go to the denominator. From the denominator, the concept being tested here is the difference of two squares. Now, the square root of 1 is 1. The square of 1 is 1. That means 9x squared minus 1 is equivalent to 3x squared minus 1 squared. The difference of two squares, which is equivalent to 3x minus 1, 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1. Then from there, this is the solution for the denominator, and this is the solution for the numerator. Now take numerator, you divide by the denominator. 3x plus 1, x plus minus 1, no, x minus 2, sorry, over 3x minus 1, 3x plus 1. This is 3x plus 1 from the numerator, 3x plus 1 from the denominator. This one will cancel with this one. And we will be left with x minus 2 over 3x minus 1. And this is the solution. That is the solution. And for today, let's end there. And we will meet during our next lesson. Thank you and welcome again.